Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I have an amazing video for you guys today. We are going to go over the top 10 robotic companies in the market right now. This is going to absolutely blow your mind. Now you might know of a few of these. I mean, we've definitely heard them over the past few years. They have become household names. I mean, literally at the top of the list, we have Boston Dynamics. Now, if you haven't seen Boston Dynamics, I mean, they're taking the robot game to the next level to the point where it is getting pretty scary, the stuff that they're doing. So basically, we're going to go over all these companies and what they do. And let's start with Boston Dynamics. If you guys don't know, now you know. Check this out. Here is their YouTube channel. And these guys do basically, if you just, go on YouTube after you watch this video and type in Boston Dynamics. Look at these robots. When you see these videos, guys, it almost looks like it's 3D generated footage. It does not look real by any means. I mean, this could be from like a movie. This looks like it's a movie from, from Hollywood or something. It is that amazing. I really need to see this in real life because it almost looks just way too crazy. I showed this to some friends, and my wife actually said, "There's there's no way that's real." And I'm watching it. We're watching all their videos, and finally she was like, "Okay, wow, I guess it is real. I had no idea it was like that." So this is definitely first on the list. Boston Robotics. What the part when I said the scary part is basically the dog, right? Um, you guys have probably seen these videos with these walking dogs that do all sorts of crazy stuff. The scary part about this, to me, is when this dog basically gets a machine gun on top of it, right? And suddenly it becomes a crazy, crazy killing machine. That is the future, and I guarantee you that the State Department is, look at this, they work together, these guys. The State Department is working, probably with this company developing the next level of army, and it's probably going to look like this. It's really, really crazy. So that's the part that kind of scares me a little bit when it comes to Boston Robotics. But let's move down the list. We got Hanson Robotics. This is coming in at number 2. Now this is Hanson's YouTube channel, so go ahead and just Google Hanson Robotics Limited, and you're gonna come to this awesome website. So what does Hanson do? Hanson does the Sophia. This is the lady that basically, here, let's click on it. They make robots that talk. They make they want to make it look as human as possible. So inside, look, she's like an artist. Inside the head, they got a bunch of little moving parts that make them smile, and it's pretty insane. Here we go. Now, I've been watching this now for a few years. It definitely has gone viral, and you could see just their technology is advancing rapidly. One of the things, that is interesting about this company is that they are trying to make robots look like humans. Now, I don't know if that's going to be the future of robots, only because it just seems like to me the human body might not be the best way to create a robot. Like when you look at these the Boston Dynamics, their human looks nothing like a real robot, right? I mean, their robot looks nothing like a real human. It looks incredibly functional. So I just wonder if this is the right direction. But you can see in situations, people might want to have a robot in, as a storefront as a greeting for people that come into the store. I don't know what the future is going to look like, but definitely these guys are killing the game because you could literally have conversations with these robots. So if we start mixing some of these technologies, maybe with Boston Robotics, and now we could, literally have conversations with these guys, that's going to be pretty insane. Now, third on the list is iRobot. These guys are pretty cool. If you go down to their YouTube channel and you just search for iRobot, you're going to come and find these guys. What are these guys? These guys are the Roomba. This is kind of like a They do consumer good products. So this is basically their claim to fame, and I've seen this in action. People absolutely love these robot cleaners. They self-charge, right? And this, like I said, is the Roomba, and they just basically go collect, they empty out themselves, and then they recharge and they go back out to work. I've gone into companies that they have these walking around everywhere. So very, very cool technology. Again, this is a very functional looking robot. It doesn't look like a human, but it definitely does its job. I hear great things. Now these things are pretty pricey. They're not cheap. They're gonna run you, north of $1,000 easy, especially when you get all the bells and whistles. Okay, what is the next one? Is Miso Robotics coming in at number 4. Let's check them out. Okay, what do these guys do? These guys basically automate restaurants. Yes, this is the future of fast food. You're gonna have these robotic arms making our food that is going to make it a lot more efficient for restaurant owners to be able to cut down on staff and be basically one of the good things is consistency, right? When it comes to restaurants, the number one thing that the restaurant owners and chefs are trying to do is create that always the same level of consistency for every single item that you sell. And it doesn't get more consistent than basically having a robot do it. When you do have humans might cook it an extra second longer, or they might put a little bit less salt or more salt, whatever. You're not going to get that with the robot. But again, it is very, very scary because a lot of people work in this industry, and this could be a lot of jobs lost. We'll see how this transforms the fast food and restaurant business, but it is really picking up some steam. Now, next is Diligent Robotics. Let's go check these guys out. So this is basically the future of healthcare. You're going to have, these robots helping the nurses and the doctors and the hospital staff take better care of patients. A lot of what nurses have to do and doctors, they have to do a lot of charting, right? That's all they do is basically chart. You could have robots in many ways do the charting for them, and maybe they could be they could sit there and be part of the team, right? So nurse sees a patient, comes out and says, hey, help me out here, and then the robot starts charting, so then the nurse could really focus more on patient care. So I'm sure there's thousands of different jobs that the hospital industry can use robots for, but this is definitely going to be the next level. It's going to be amazing. So here we have a situation where the nurse is giving the robot a sample of some type of labs, and then the robot goes ahead and goes to another part of the hospital to deliver the labs to make everything more efficient. Right now, you basically have employees that do that. So that's cool. That's really cool. I think the healthcare industry is going to do leaps and bounds now with this new technology. Okay, so going down to number 6, we have UiPath. UiPath is basically does the software that runs automations. You could see, one thing is having the robot, but another thing is having the robot do certain tasks. Remember, sometimes these robots are so versatile that, you could program them to do whatever you want. And a lot of the times people that use robots, they have to bring in programmers that basically are going to teach the robot, hey, in my restaurant, we do it like this, versus in the other restaurant, they do it like that, or our hospital does this versus the other hospital. So you need everything to be, written into code so these robots could understand the new environment that they're in. Okay, moving down to number 7, we have Skydial, and Skydial. This is one of the companies that I think is super cool, which is basically drones, right? Using drones for all sorts of stuff, like for government purposes. And you've seen drone technology now go into farming, and basically, before you used to have those planes, those crop dusters. Now we're having drones do that, and that happened overnight. but now people are using drones to make sure that the bridges are secure, and they have special technology in there that scans the different structures to make sure that they're sound. This is really, really cool. And this is one of those where this is a company that can make a lot of money really, really quickly. Once they have that technology, they can go to consumer market. They could go to the business market. They could go to the government market. And again, I would say this is pretty insane. Look, here's some police using these drones to help out. This is the future, guys. I mean, right? It's so insane, insane. So again, very, very cool. All about drone technology. There's this weird feeling I have with drones that they could be used for bad stuff. So that's again all this new robot talk is just it's scary sometimes, because if bad actors use it, it's a bad gig. So here is the last company I want to talk to you about. Well, there's two more, but they're more software. But basically, this one is a company that helps restock shelves, right? So check this out. Instead of having employees going back and restocking certain items, you have a machine going around the entire supermarket doing the work for you. It's pretty insane. Again, that means that less jobs in the supermarket, but that's life, right? We're gonna have to evolve somehow. But this is really cool. It actually goes to the back, it gets the product, and then goes and fills it in the front, in the storefront. So very, very cool. Again, these are all companies. So just to wrap up, the 9 and 10 are more about data, and Qualcomm does smartphone chips, and they're using basically AI to revolutionize their industry. This is the top, guys. This is the top. Now, who's going to be emerging out of these? Definitely Boston Robotics is at the top, but I think those are more sophisticated robots, not really consumer grade. But it's crazy. It's crazy. What do you guys think? If you had fun learning about these companies, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button and go ahead and like and leave a comment. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and finish this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.